Hey everybody, Rich Lang with Prep U. We are here out in the yard, and it's a beautiful, absolutely beautiful fall day in October. And this is Pumpkin Prep 2.0. Hey, remember in the last video about pumpkin prep, we talked about making sure that your pumpkins and gourds and stuff like that don't get eaten by mini bears, which, if you know anything about going to Philmont, that's mini bears are chipmunks. And then because they just go into your pack and pull everything out, and then also obviously you have issues with skunks and squirrels and other things. But so I want to show you, talk to you about a couple of things. We're going to end this video with a great pumpkin seed recipe. There's no reason not to roast up those pumpkin seeds, and if you have really good heirloom pumpkins, which that's what we always use, plant, that you can't use the seeds for next season. So anyhow, this is where the pumpkins were. You can see kind of along the garage next to the very sickly looking blueberry bushes. We got no blueberries this year. I got to figure that out. But anyhow, this is where all the vines were. They started in the back of the garage and everything. So let's head out front to the front of the house where obviously you put your pumpkins for this time of year, and it's kind of cool. We'll leave the dogs in the backyard since they like to. Well, Lily would sit down with me, but Shiloh would take off. It's the beagle nose in him. He would just like fly away and take off, and well, dogs don't fly, but you know what I mean. Anyhow, so here we are, the front of the house. I'll show you the pumpkins that we got this year, and let's see. Whoa, sorry about that. So there's our pumpkins. We only got one white one this year, only one white, but that's okay. We got several really nice looking orange ones. So anyhow, here we are as my paperwork flies away. It's always fun doing this without support. But anyhow, last year when we talked about pumpkins, we talked about using hot sauce. Well, the wife, Nana, decided that that's really not a good idea since we have a 15-month-old granddaughter and she loves to play with the pumpkins and stuff like that. And if her hands are wet from being in her mouth because her teeth are coming in, and then she touches the pumpkins and then she puts the fingers back in the mouth, it's probably not a really good thing, even though her dad, our son, cooks very spicy meals. But anyhow, so yeah, there's our pumpkins. Look at that white one. That white one's amazing, isn't it? So anyhow, so a couple other things that you can do. You can, which we use this year, in looking at the pumpkins, there's no bite marks, no scratches, no nothing. We used hairspray, just my wife's hairspray, and sprayed on the outside of the pumpkin, and they look really good. So that's really nice. Another thing you can do is you can get a spray lacquer, and then you can spray the pumpkins that way, and they'll be a lot shinier. If you like a nice shiny pumpkin, that's pretty cool. After carving, the inside of your pumpkin is going to be wet, moist. There's really not too much you can do with it. I would not suggest, especially if you're using a lacquer that's flammable, I would not spray the inside of your pumpkin and then put a candle in it. Probably not a good idea. But you can still, spray it with hairspray, and then put your candle or light. A lot of people just use tea lights nowadays, which are kind of nice because you don't have to worry about lighting them. Or you can set them up like we have our Halloween lights on a timer. You can see the timer device right there. You could just put like mini lights inside your pumpkin and then put them on a timer. Everything comes on. It is the lazy man's holiday decorating thing to do. Then it's always done if you're not around or anything. So some hairspray is flammable. I forgot about that. Some hairspray is flammable. My wife told me about that. So we'll just stay away from that. But anyhow, now pumpkin seed recipe. So I got this off the internet. I know that goes without saying. Where else do you get stuff? You can get them in books, and my wife's got a whole bunch of Betty Crocker cookbooks and stuff like that. And there's seed recipes in there also. But this is what you've got. And obviously, when you're doing your pumpkin, you're going to clean the seeds of any large gunk. Just get that stuff off. Put your seeds off to the sides. And then here you can separate the seeds. The seeds you want to plant for next year, just put them off to the side, put them in a paper bag, take them out to the garage, let them dry naturally, and they'll be fine. Obviously protect them from any mice or moles or anything like that that you get in your garage, because it's inevitable. No matter where you live, I don't care if it's city or country, you're going to have mice. They're everywhere. The other seeds you're going to use for roasting, rinse the seeds and drain. All right. Then pat the seeds dry. That's kind of important. You don't want them wet. You just want them dry. Then you can season as however you want to season your seeds. A couple ideas is obviously salt always works. You can what you want to do is you can use salt, pepper, Worcestershire, or taco seasoning if you like it a little spicy. That's always good. Basically, you are going to use 3 tablespoons per 2 cups of seeds. So then you take your spices and you combine that with butter or oil. Melt the butter down, the oil, kind of mix it all in. Use your hands. You know, if you're using spicy stuff, you might want to use some like rubber gloves in case you got a cut, or if you don't want hot stuff all over your hands, because that can burn. You're going to preheat your oven to 250. You're going to spread the seeds evenly on a baking sheet. Duh. And then you are going to make and then let's see. Yeah, you're going to bake for 45 minutes. But what you want to do during that 45 minutes, you want to get in there and you want to like turn the seeds. Turn them and for even baking. Just keep them like that. And then after the 45 minutes, you're going to turn your oven up to 325 for 5 minutes. Until the seeds, or for at least 5 minutes, or until the seeds are golden brown. And you can make a ton of these because they store well. After cooling, you can store them in an airtight container. Unless, like me, you'll end up eating them as they come out of the oven. Warm, they're really good. Cool, with an adult beverage, they're great. Sitting outside, just sucking on the seeds to get the taste off of them, and then just eat the seeds. And they're good for you. Pumpkin seeds are really good for you. So that is your pumpkin prep. Like we said, you know, we used hot sauce and water mixture last year. This year we have on here hairspray. We tried the lacquer a few years ago. It worked. It worked just as well. So those are 3 options. I'm sure there's other options. If you know of the other options, please comment and let us know what those options might be. And again, you know, the pumpkin seeds, you know, obviously, you know how to get them ready, and you're just going to preheat the oven for 250 for 45 minutes and then turn it up to 325 until the seeds are golden brown, or you can't handle the smell anymore because you're hungry. So that's it. Thank you for watching Pumpkin Prep 2.0. We love it that you are out there. Thank you, subscribers. And that's it for today. You know, take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.